Hey everybody, it's me, Melody, and welcome to my stream. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, and share button. I want to thank all my moderators who helped me promote my channel and my Cash App. Thank you very much. Um, okay, so that's that. Now, today's topic is going to be how long should it take for women to give it up? You know, sometimes women, they go on dates, and a lot of people want to know. That's a question a lot of people in our community want to know. So, some women say, oh, it's okay to do it on a first date. Some women say it's wrong. They should wait a while. Some women say it's better to sleep with a man right away so she can know what it's like dealing with him sexually, how big his penis is. I'm gonna give you guys my opinion later on in the show, but I want to hear from you guys. How long do you think a woman should wait before she give it up? Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I'm trying to send Game Changer the link. He's gonna come up and help me talk about this topic. 1 second. Okay, GC, I'm gonna drop the link. So this is only for GC. And then later on in the show, I want to hear everybody else's opinion. 1 second. Okay, while I'm waiting for GC, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. RBR Network, hi. Paul Young, hello. D Rockton, what's going on? Hi, Mace. Let me see who else we got here. Hey, Lando. Hey, Aaron B. I said hey to Mace already. See the God one. Hey, what's going on? Sir, I don't know how to say your last name. Maybe you can come on the panel and tell me. But hey, LSP the Golden Artist, what's good? Hey, El Nixon, Aizen Sama, Cool Kamazi, Ray Hanma, Dane Christopher, hey, what Black Ink. Okay, let me let GC up now. Hey, GC, what's going on?
Nothing much, nothing much. Okay, so Wacky World, he says sex after marriage reduce the chances of out of wedlock households. This is true. This is true. However, sex after marriage also reduces the amount of pussy I get before marriage. So there has to be a healthy balance. Come on, Wacky, you got to come with another answer than that. That's you're cutting into the supply. You're cutting into the supply. It's supply and
Right.
demand, and I demand more supply. You got you got to have something. You got to have something else.
So, GC, let me ask you, what is your opinion on the topic? What do you think? How long should it take for a woman to give it up?
I think that there should be like a universal guaranteed amount. You see, there used to be like a hidden agreement. There was a unwritten, unspoken agreement between man and woman, and then people started breaking that agreement through subtle lies and stuff like that. And now stuff is just haywire.
Right.
So, for example, for example, um, guy meets girl at a bar or something like that, or even a coffee place. He offers to buy her a drink. Now, the contract, the hidden, unspoken contract, years back was that she would not accept a drink from a man unless there was reasonable possibility of her sleeping with him.
Right.
But now she just take it, drink, and move on.
Oh yeah, she be having him following her around the club and everything. I've seen it happen
Exactly. And they do it
plenty
in
of
the club
times.
in front of people.
Right.
And it's worse in the club because like you buying her a drink makes you targets for like the other people. Makes you target because now the other women are looking at you like you fresh meat. You that prisoner with no shoes on. Because it means that somebody
Exactly.
put you out of your shoes. So now all the other prisoners is looking at you. You fresh meat. Everybody wants to test you. Now every chick wants a drink out of you.
Right. Like he's a simp or something.
Exactly. Exactly. So that contract was broken. There was once a 3-date rule. It's an unspoken rule. See, we have a bunch of unspoken rules in society that depends on the culture you're from. But in America, let's just give this unspoken rule, for example. It
Hmm.
is an unspoken rule that if you walk into a door, you hold the door for the person behind you if they're immediately behind you. That's just an unspoken rule. That's just that's general courtesy. If you are exiting an elevator at the same time somebody else is coming on the elevator, it is a unspoken rule that the person who is coming out the elevator gets to leave first, and then the person going in it goes in second. See, these are unspoken rules. It was an unspoken rule that I get to fuck on the third date.
So your answer is the third date, definitely, no matter what.
If that was a general unspoken rule, yes. And I don't want bitches to only go on 2 dates.
Right.
And then they just keep 2 dating motherfuckers. See, it's stuff like that. It's the reason why we don't have any rules and it's the savage lands.
GC, let me just read this cash app real quick.
Okay.
Because you know I'm on my phone working from my phone. I don't want
Yeah,
it to
yeah,
go
no.
away. So, Utopia, thank you very much for the cash app. You said for being such a sweetie, much success on your channel. Thank you so much, gorgeous. You are so beautiful inside and out. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, continue.
No, I'm just saying, like the contract has been broken, but because it wasn't written, they act like it didn't exist.
Exactly.
So now, somewhere in the '80s or something like that, fellas probably just was like, hey, it's the third date, and she's looking at him like, yes, so he's like, so suck my dick, suck my dick. What do you mean, so suck my dick?
Hold on. So would that be considered ARC's mode one
No,
or
it's not
no?
mode one because the third date.
Gotcha. So mode one is only the first date
Mode one is just expressing it like, look, I want you to suck my dick now.
before the date even happens, pretty much.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gotcha.
At least that's
Okay.
that's how I understand it. I know you have Mode One fans here, but that's how I understand it.
Right. So let me ask you a question. So the other day when we were on my show, you were talking about a star system or something like that, where you was like, what were you saying? Can you explain that so the audience can know?
And see, this is what I'm talking about an unspoken contract. I would embrace this unspoken contract if I can trust the other side to hold on to it. The unspoken contract is 15 stars. 15 stars. So if a guy takes a woman to a 5-star restaurant three times, then he gets the booty, no matter what.
So if he takes her to McDonald's, it has to be at least like 15 times to get 15 stars.
Yeah, I'm not sure if McDonald's is a 1-star restaurant, which means that if you work at McDonald's, you're a 1-star chef.
Right.
You're a 1-star chef
Hilarious.
because you put salt on the fries. You're a 1-star chef.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, 15 McDonald's trips. And I guess In-N-Out Burger is like a star and a half. But yeah, 15 McDonald's trips is you get booty. That's 15 trips.
Hilarious.
Yeah. You took her 15 times. It's like, dang, look, I done took you to McDonald's 15 times. I know it's just McDonald's, but it's 15 of them motherfuckers.
So don't you think if that really existed, a whole bunch of women would try to be getting those one-star dates out of the guys just to get free dates?
And that's the thing. See, all of this is contingent on women not accepting offers unless they embrace the possibility of it. And that's why the original contract broke. That's
Right.
why the original contract broke, because we had these dinner whores and stuff like that. And that's why you got people like Steve the Dean. They just going around confused because there's no contract out there, you know. But because women have accepted gifts, they have and you know they're just trying to parcel. They're just trying to get these 14 stars and then go to the next motherfucker. Like for real, like you know, y'all can't be doing that. Listen, if you're gonna, we can only have honorable agreements with honorable people. No, it's not going to be verbal. It's not going to be written. It should just be generally understood. 15 stars is a lot.
Not if
15
it's
stars is a lot. Have you ever been to a 5-star restaurant? That shit's expensive. I just walked out the motherfucker. I went in, I was in San Francisco. Um, I went in just as a place to stop and eat for a quick bite. And
mhm.
it was fancy schmancy and shit like that. But you know, I'm like, oh, I ain't tripping. You know, it probably costs a little bit more. And then they had like on the thing like where the cows grew up and shit, and the cow's name and who the cow mama was for the steak, and where the fish was flown in from, like you know how it was caught in the iceberg in Alaska and shit. They just had like the whole story and shit. Like you know we feed this cow yellow grass and just all kind of shit on the cow, right?
Mhm.
And I didn't know how it works. So I asked the restaurant, I asked the waiter, I shit you not, right? I asked the waiter, I said, how much is a 180? And he said, no, that's the price.
Wait. So you thought that was just something on the menu and it was the price?
I thought that was the number, yeah.
Oh God.
I thought that this was like an index. I thought that this was like an index, and like, you know, you because it just had the steak. It didn't even have the sides on it. It
Right.
didn't, it didn't, yeah, this was the cheap one. This was like the 6 ounce, dang. It didn't even have the sides and shit. So I said, so I thought that this was a catalog, and there was another menu with an actual picture of the steak. Because you know, I go to restaurants where they had pictures of the food you eat and shit, but this didn't. So I said, "How much is the 180?" This nigga said, "That's the price."
I know you were upset. So that's
Yeah,
what
so
she
I
wanted?
just told him, I was like, "Look, I'm gonna leave now, and I'm never coming back." And he said, "Don't worry, we got burgers." And I was like, fuck. No, just the fact that I'm not even eating in a place that has $180 steak. So I'm just saying, you talking about three of those. You talking about three of those.
So three of those. Now let me ask you a question. Some
Uh,
men, I heard somebody say they don't like to spend too much on a woman on a first date. Do you have like a price limit that you go? Like, do you want her to order like a salad or you just let her order whatever she wants?
I am more of a coffee person. I am a coffee person. And that's because, for one, the cost, you know, you can't ignore that. But for two, you're not bound with coffee. You see, you pretty much know when a date is shitty immediately. Like if I'm with the chick that you have highlighted here, I want to end that shit instantly. You know, I would just want to end it automatically, but you know, you still want to eat food. But a coffee, you could just like up and go. Like mid conversation, you could just up and walk away from a chick instantly. And I like that liberty. I like that it keeps everybody on their toes. It keeps everybody normal. You can just up and walk away at any time. Now, what I do is I follow up with an activity date. And this negates the cost. So if you pass the coffee, then I will say, let's go such and such. And such include things like the local zoo or the local Dave and Buster's. Play some skee ball, some bumper cars and stuff like that.
Me
So then it's not a
personally,
matter of the cost at that point.
right, but
But
me
you
personally,
are
I'd
having
rather
fun with the activity with the person. That's how I date.
No, I hear you. But
Yeah.
me personally, I would rather do an activity, go skating, like you said, go kart racing. I find that so much more fun, and you get to know the personality of the guy or the woman that you're going out with. Whereas
Mhm.
with dinner, I feel like somebody can just make up anything just to sound good, just to get in your panties or just to get in your pants for the
Exactly.
man. So
Exactly.
it's way more better to get to know that person by going to the carnival. See, I'm corny. I like stuff like that. I don't mind.
Yeah.
Going to the park, walking around. I would even do that. I don't mind that. But real quick,
Exactly. If they
let me
pass the
address
coffee, if they pass the coffee, then you can hit them with an activity. Yeah, that's how I roll. Because
exactly.
you don't want to be
So
stuck in an activity with a weird ass bitch.
exactly. But hold on. So hi, Ebony and Ivory. She says, Melody, are you married? Has a black man married you yet? I'm always curious as to why women defend black men, but half the time these women are rarely married. I'll wait for your answer. Well, Ebony and Ivory, to answer your question, I agree with 98% of men say about women like you. Look at you, you're already being like a jerk. And this is why the men make the manosphere for women like you because they rather have more sweet, nicer, submissive women. They don't want to deal with that. That's garbage. But anyway, okay. You can
Yeah.
go on, GC. I just had
I
to
mean,
address her.
aren't you with some like low earning skateboard nigga in his 40s? Aren't you? Are you kidding me? And he looks like his name is Mr. Bosworth.
Oh, you know
He
this
looks like
person?
he looks like his name is Mr. Bosworth. I shit you not. He
So,
looks like he looks like the person that sharpens the wood so fat bitches can stir syrup.
wait. So she's known in this space?
Yeah, I see. Hold on. I think I have a picture of her and her husband.
Well, I bet you her husband is white.
Yeah, yeah, he is. I don't even think that's her husband. I think that's like her boyfriend or something like that.
Right.
And
She's a
she
swirler.
has baby dolls that she treats as regular babies. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say weird ass bitch. This
So
is what I'm talking about when I say weird ass bitch. Hold
she
on.
so you hate black men, huh? Or do you hate yourself? Is that why you with a white man swirling? Are you swirling because no black man want you? I'll wait for your answer, just like you said you'll wait for mine.
All
So go
right.
ahead and either come up and address it or you can say it in the chat. But keep on swirling. If you don't like black people, stay out of the black space. Yeah, please
Here we
find
go.
that
Here we
picture.
go. Here we go.
Let me share the screen because I bet you that's not your hair.
Here we go.
It's none of your business whether I'm married or not. As a matter of fact, no, I'm not married. So what is it to you? Why do you care?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. So I see I got trolls, and don't time them out. Let them talk. I want to hear what they got to say. When I drop the link, if you want to address me, come up and address me. But thanks for supporting my show.
This is your boyfriend. He looks like Homer Simpson is on meth. He looks like a white, trashier version of the Gallaghers. This is the worst thing. This is what you got. You see, as opposed to marrying this guy, she is exploring her options. And guess what? There are many. There are a lot more than yours because at the end of the day, this is what you want. Don't. That's what you said the first time you seen his penis. Don't.
Like, come on. And at least if you're gonna swirl, get a cute guy. You got a bottom shelf Brad. Like, look. Oh my God. Look at his hair. Like, where's his roof at? He has no hair on his roof, and
Ah,
he's fat. Come on. You can do better than that, sis.
he
Come
said
on,
looking like
sis.
Carl from Aqua Teen. God dang.
Come on, sis. Do
Ah,
better.
you poke my heart. You poke my heart.
Right. Get out of here. Let me get this ratchet chick off of the
Oh, he
screen.
has a hat on. Uh-oh. He has a hat on.
Right, D. Ann. She can't do better. That's all she can get. Cause do y'all know that white men don't want y'all? Y'all just go to white men because black men don't want y'all. So y'all trying to get with the white men, but they don't want y'all neither. They're checking for Asian and white women. And this is why black men go overseas for women like you. I mean, because of women like you. But let me take her off my screen. I don't got time for that. Sorry, GC. I just had to address that.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Do a screen share. Do a screen share.
1 second.
This is him, people. This is him. He is a skater. He is a skater. I can skate. Look at my helmet. This isn't because I'm regarded. This is because I'm a 40-year-old skater. He's the dude that, people take their 14-year-old kids away from the park because he's there skating with them. You are a 40-year-old skater.
That's all she can get. Look how orange she is. He's been in a tanning bed way too long. What the hell?
He's been in the skate park all that time in his life.
What the hell?
He's been in the skate park all that. You are a 40-year-old skater. You sure can pick him. You sure can pick him. My body count is 2. Yeah, and it consists of Dumb and Dumberer. It consists of your uncle and this nigga. That's why you're so fucked up in the soul. And this is how he dresses. And this is recent. That's a COVID mask you see.
So she got herself a wigger, huh? Somebody's trying to be black.
Well, he's all kind of weird ass shit.
She couldn't get a real black man, so she had to get the next best thing.
This is not the next best thing.
Well, to her,
There's nothing worse than this. There is nothing worse than this. But back to the topic at hand. Ebony, how many dates before he hit it?
Probably the first date. She got no class.
How many dates before he hit it? I'm curious. But outside of that, everybody else, what do y'all think? What do y'all think of the 15-star rule? Do y'all think that is reasonable or it's unreasonable?
Now, to be honest with you, I kind of like that. The 15-star rule.
So that's something that the women can sign on to. I get that because y'all get the stars. And if y'all honor it, I'm saying, fellas, if women honored it, would y'all accept the 15-star guarantee?
Put 1 in the chat if you want to if you like the 15-star rule. If you don't, put a 2. Let's see what we get here. I actually like it. Because like you said, there's a lot of dinner whores out there who will go on dinner dates and just use the guy for that. Flirt with them, make them think they're going somewhere and they don't go anywhere.
Which one was 1?
1 was if you like the 5-star rule.
Okay. Okay, so yeah,
I'm sorry, 15-star.
The 15-star rule. No, I get it. So yeah, looks like the ones have it. So yeah, I wrote a new rule. Now it's up to both the men and the women to, well, I mean, the men are going to be on board because if you're in for a star, you might as well do the whole 14,
Exactly. Now, what do you think about women wanting to have sex before they get into a relationship? Because some women, they want to know how the sex is, if the penis is big enough. So, like, I had a couple of friends who told me they would rather have sex with a guy and then, jump into the serious thing.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that?
Well, that's hard because what's happening is women get their numbers too high.
Right.
Their numbers are too high. Hold on. Your grammar sucks, Voodoo. And no, I'm not doxing people. This is on her page. This is public information. Ass butt. This is open to everybody who does basic research.
As a matter of fact, get him out of here. I don't want him in here. Let me take him out of here because he's getting on my nerves.
Oh, he said something else? Yeah. Like that's not even.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you don't know what doxing is.
Can you do it? Cause I
Um,
don't know how to do it.
hold on,
Just
let me go
block
into
him.
this thing. Yeah. All right, hold on, give me a second. You say you
Hey
want my thing or
Topaz.
all right. There we go. All right. But yeah, so they want to keep their and I think that 15 dates, which could, take at least 15 days, like if somebody, goes out every day, or something like that, then I think that that's reasonable. All right, so Chewy wants to know what's the 15-star rule. The 15-star rule is you gotta give it up if and when a guy invests 15 stars in you. A star a is the level of restaurant that you go to. So if you go to McDonald's, then you get 1 star. And you have to do 15 McDonald's in order to get the first booty. Now, if you take her to a 5-star restaurant, you only have to go 3 times. That is the 15-star rule, Chewy. That's how that works. Now, let's do what the ladies have to say about it.
Getting a bunch of trolls up in here, huh, GC?
It's very weird. I mean,
They just
hold
came
on.
out of nowhere.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
she says, "It always amazes me how women like you, Melody, defend black men but are not married. I don't care if I was married, not married, going through a divorce, whatever. I'm gonna take up for what I think is right.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I do take up for black men because everything they say is true. So there's your answer."
All right, let's see. There's that. Okay. But let me see. The ladies didn't answer. I think they're afraid of the rule. I,
Exactly.
I think that they are afraid of any rule that they can't back out of on the 13th star or the 14th star. My bad.
Exactly. Because imagine if it really was a 15-star rule. They wouldn't be going as on as many dates as they do now.
Well, why would it be less dates?
I think it probably would be less dates for, some of the more conservative women, but that'll that'll show you who's whores and who are not. You know what I mean? Because some women would go out just for the food and sex, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that does make sense. But that's all the men are going out for. So what's wrong with that?
I don't think anything's wrong with it. I actually like it. But I'm just
Mhm.
saying some women might not agree with that. That's why they didn't put the one in the chat.
Okay. And some of it don't. Some because it's an unspoken rule for a reason. And that is that women don't want their business out there. They don't want to know how many stars it took for a man to hit it. They don't want that. Every woman wants to pretend like her pussy was 100-star pussy.
Exactly.
And by having a 15-star rule, it takes that away.
Okay, so I'm going to drop the link
Okay.
and I want to get everybody in the chat's opinion on this whole thing. So let me drop it real quick. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. I'm about to go get some water in a second. You want to take over while I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. You said that you was gonna say what you feel about it, not the 15-star rule, but just about like how long should a woman wait?
Okay, so me personally, I feel like a woman should wait until she feels like the time is right. Like I know people who've been in relationships, got married and everything over one night stand, like over having sex the first night. But I mean, it's just up to how the date goes, how much you're feeling the guy, how much the guy's feeling you, so hold on one second, I got some guests. Hey Mace.
Hey, baby girl. I just
Hey.
came up. I'm doing good, baby. I just want came up and say to you that I'm just so proud of you and game changer. You're doing a great job leading her along and congrats to you, my friend. And I just want to say this to you, baby girl. I'm so proud of you and you keep up the great work and you're doing great tonight. Putting whoever that woman was, Ebony and Ivory, I guess her name, in complete blast. I'm so proud of you, girl. You keep up the great work. Okay.
Thank you, Mace. I
I'm gonna hit.
appreciate you.
I'm gonna hit your cash app in a few minutes, right?
Okay, thank you so much.
I love you, baby. Game
Love you
changer. Keep
too.
up the good work, bro.
Think he went for water. He should be back though. So, hey Mel, what's going on?
What's good, sweetheart? What's good?
Nothing much.
All right. Yeah, I'm
So,
using my other name and everything. So this is, you know me
who?
as Sketch
Oh,
One.
hey, Sketch One.
Yeah, but put me in the government. Well, that's part. It's part of my government name. So.
Yeah, my government name, of course, is Mel too. I don't hide it. But yeah,
Mel
so
and Mel.
right. So, what is your take on the topic tonight?
Well, me, this is what I learned from my past simp experience back in my old
Hmm.
simp days and everything. If you ain't genuinely want to do something for someone, don't do it. That being done and said, I used to do a lot of nice stuff for females. I wanted something in return, but I didn't have the balls, the guts, the swag, whatever the speak my actual truth and everything. So I don't force no woman to do nothing she don't want to do. It's up to me to speak my intentions right away. Which is why I don't believe in taking women out on dates if I want to smash everything. So if she wants to come at me with a 90-day rule and all that crap, I'll let her know. Sorry, sweetheart, I don't believe in that. I always go to. I believe in go with the flow. Highly attractive you are towards me, sexual attractive. I tell guys always talk about sex as soon as you meet the woman, so she know what
Exactly.
your attention is. If she makes you wait and all these crap, even third date rule crap and all that mess, that means she's trying to put you in the category of one of make you work for it. Because remember, women will make rules for some guys and break rules for others. So you know what? I'm gonna be the guy she's gonna break the rules for. So she gonna know what I'm about from day one. And if she's down with it, then let's rock. But I let her know I'm not doing a 90-day rule shit. I ain't taking you no high fancy restaurants if I'm not looking for something serious out of you, non sexually out of that. That's
Great
what I'm saying.
point,
Mode
Mel.
one is the best way to go. Mode one and the art of seduction.
So you more on the mode one side more than like taking her on dates and stuff like that.
Of course, you don't have to take a woman out on a date if you just want to smash. You shouldn't have to, yeah. Especially now these days. This is what age we living now. We ain't whole culture now. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true. It's better
Females
to just
out
be
there is speaking their truth and not don't want to be shamed about wanting to have casual sex. So if they giving out so easily, why should I take you out on a date
right.
just to
It's
get
better to
something?
be straightforward. I agree with you on that.
Exactly.
Don't lead me on.
Exactly. We lead each other on. You know my attention, and I know yours, and everything. Just like Game
Right.
Changer said the other day, he's trying to get penis and pussy. That's what I'm trying to do too.
Right. Okay, so good point. Who was next? We have think we had, let me look at the thingy. South Africa.
Hello.
Hi. What's your thoughts on the topic?
Well, I think that if you're not really interested in dating, you shouldn't be dating anyway. This
Good
has to
point.
be from the get go.
Right.
Or if you just want the booty, then just get that. You don't even bother with this, disguise of dating. I mean, why even waste your time doing that? It's just
But
better
I'm
to be front.
but I'm saying, okay, let's say you went out on dates. The first date, you wanted to get to know him. The second date, you're like, oh, I kind of like him. Let me give him another chance. You go out on the second date, then you go out on a third date. Now, do you think it's okay for the guy to expect something from her the third date because he's spending all that money on her food, especially, five-star restaurants?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to them what they expect, but it's on you if you don't make that expectation clear too.
Exactly. Okay. All right. That's a good answer. Um, who was next? Aizen? Eisen?
Yeah, it was good.
What's good, Eisen? What's your thoughts on the topic?
Well, first, I just want to say, I think it's funny that you got more smoke from this one than you did your first damn stream.
Oh yeah, I knew the sister. I knew the sisterhood was gonna come for me. You already saw I had a lot of dislikes on the first and second video, so I knew they were coming.
I think it's the first thing that I find funny. Um,
Hilarious.
I think that the truth is, if the woman is into you anyways, it's not gonna take long for her to give it up. That's the
Right.
bottom line. I mean, if she wants you, she's gonna give it up pretty quick. I think that I don't care for that date stuff. I think dates are earned privileges. They're Scooby snacks.
So you're
Um,
more. So you're more of the mode one guy as well, kind of like Mel,
I guess so. I'm just me. I
right?
don't do all that crazy book terminology they do around here. I'm just me.
Right. Okay. So that's your answer. That's all.
That's my answer.
Okay.
Hey, Chantel is here.
Hi, Chantel. Chantel, come on the panel.
You need me to get down, don't you, to let up?
No, no, no. I got the 10 people now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so you can stay up. Celeste, I would love to hear your take on this. You always have, good answers to everything, so come up if you can. Okay, let me see who's next. Let me look at my guest list. Steven. Hi, Steven.
How you doing, Melody?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm sweet. Game changer, how you lot doing on the panel? Everyone good?
Oh yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm good.
Yeah,
You
that's
coming to
good
movie
to
night
hear.
again, bro?
Huh?
You coming to movie night again?
Course. I never miss a movie night. Of course not.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
good, man?
How you doing?
What's
You doing
going
good,
on?
bro?
Doing good, bro.
That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Well, you know what? The topic today is pretty interesting because, I'm not gonna lie to you. At some certain times when I've approached females, it's most of the times it's either they just look at me and they just want to fuck, or nah, I'll be well, weird. Or, or it might just be like, okay, this is getting a bit too boring. Like, just fucking gets a bit tiring. Maybe you just want to take her out. Maybe she's good looking, she's nice. She's got good. She's got certain. She's got a good attitude. So I'm thinking to myself, I might just want to take her out. You know, but some certain guys are not bothered to do that. They just want to just, pretty much just sleep with a girl and just be done with it. Yeah, but
Yeah, so you think the mode one approach is the best way?
if you want to, in terms of what, just sex or dating relationship? I don't like.
Well, in your opinion, would you rather date and get into a relationship, or would you rather, mode a 1-8 up?
Now, you see, I prefer going on dates because dates can be anything. Could be skiing, could be flipping, going to the movies, or doing something a bit more recreational and fun. So I might just do that, then have sex afterwards.
So how
But
long do you expect sex from a woman?
oh, that very same day, literally doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you want it the same day or do you expect it the same day?
Hmm. Nah, do you know what? I expect it. I expect it. I expect it. I expect it.
And
I never.
what do you do? Who's clicking?
Who's
That
clicking?
might be me putting adding people to the chat. I'm sorry
Oh,
about
Oh
that.
yeah.
it's all right.
No,
It's
no
all
worries.
right.
No worries. So what do you do when she don't meet expectations? Do you risk a second date, or do you just cut it off like, like,
You
hey,
see,
that's
see me. It's a bit different for me because if one girl is acting up and trying to play a bit long or not trying to have sex with me on the same day, there's always a reserve, you know, for me. So I don't really get too fussy if she doesn't give it up the first day. So
yeah, but
Right.
I don't mind.
have you rotated though? Like, I mean, so do you do like one girl don't have a you don't get it on the first date? Do you have sex with another girl and
Mm,
she works as a go-between until you have sex with the initial girl? Like, how does that work?
exactly. Yeah, that's how
Okay.
it works. That's exactly how it works. That's exactly how it
Okay.
works. You can't just. It depends. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Most guys they feel like you can't just put your eggs in just one basket. You need several. You need to invest in several. Yeah,
Now,
pussy.
I'm
That's
be
about
honest
it.
with you, bro.
Mm.
When I was a little nigga, bro, I used to I used to I just went for the first one, even if she wasn't the most attractive. Not saying that she was ugly. I wouldn't mess with her if she was ugly, but like if I was 7, 8, or 9, and the 7 did it first, I would be too lazy to pursue the 9, the 8 or the 9 at that point. Because then what happens is Saturday night comes, right?
Uh,
And you have a choice. You can
yeah.
either sleep with the 7 again, or you can
Mm.
call the 8 and you can listen to all of her bullshit about how bitches
Mm.
are jealous or
Mm.
whatever they want to, whatever young girls want to talk about. You could either
Yeah.
do that, or you can
Mm.
just go with the guaranteed 7.
Mm.
you
Mm.
know and it's not like I did it because I'm just this honest, faithful person. I literally just went to the path of least resistance,
Yeah, that's the best option.
and I wound
That's
up
the
being
best.
faithful just off of that shit because I'm lazy.
Now I understand. That I agree with you. You don't need to put in the work to get the pussy. Like, in fact, I advocate from guys just go with your best bet. If she's a 6 and she gives it up quickly the same day, go for that. Don't invest too much time in the 8, because that's the problem I have. I keep on investing time in the 8, whereas the 6 is she probably give it up. But I'm thinking I want a bit of a challenge. I'm weird. It's just weird for me. But yeah,
So
I agree with you,
so
game
giving
changer.
listen, so giving it up is a good thing to you? You
To
prefer
me?
women
Huh?
to
Oh yeah,
both of you
yeah, I
guys.
I
This
do.
question is for both of you guys. So
Oh,
women who give it up on a first night, that's a good thing?
I never hold it against a
Of
woman.
course.
I never hold
Oh,
that against a woman. So
Mm.
I remember. Oh, you had a story? Because I had a story. Go for it, Steven.
no, because think about like there's nothing wrong with it. She felt from when she saw me, she got wet. Like it was like a dream come true for her. So I'm thinking, let me give this girl my time,
Mm.
and she comes, she, she comes to my house. We drink. She's just happy. Netflix and chill. In my bed, leg on shoulder, and we fuck. And yeah, that's it. It's nothing to it.
But can you take her seriously? Is that the woman you want to have a baby with and start, get married
Listen,
and things like that?
listen. Listen. It determines on the sex how passionate it gets on that very same night. Some certain I can get to know a girl much better in the bedroom. Honestly speaking, we can talk there. We can like listen after sex. I can easily just get you a little like fruit basket. I said fruit basket. Get you a couple of fruits, and we can discuss. What you do, and so on and so forth. It's pretty easy. Instead of wasting my time taking you on dates, and it doesn't lead to nowhere.
What the
Well,
hell?
well,
What the hell? Did you say fruit basket? What the fuck is
He said
that?
a fruit
sorry. Now
basket.
An
I was
edible.
thinking about picnics. I was thinking about
So you're
picnics.
telling me that the neighbors know?
Yeah.
They see a chick walk out your house with a fruit basket, they're like, "Ooh, shit, Steven hit that shit." Like,
Oh. Oh my god.
you got a bunch of fruit baskets in your house. What the fuck is
Nah,
that?
no, I don't have fruit baskets in my house. I got, well, yeah, I got fruit baskets.
Oh crap!
But but wait, I lost my train of thought. Oh, what was I saying?
Are you in?
Yeah.
He was talking about fruit
Sex,
baskets.
yeah, sex, fruit baskets. No, I wasn't there. I was fruit. Yeah, okay. So basically, the sex, that's the best way to get to know the female. You know, to you can interact. It's the best interaction ever. You know, you can talk during it. You can after you finish up. There's round 2, round 3. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. Honestly, that's my opinion. But yeah.
Steven, real quick, let me shout out this Cash App. D Rock Den, thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate you. And I have one more. Tyrone, thank you for the Cash App. Appreciate it. Okay, you can continue. Actually,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
well,
No.
when you're
Yeah. No.
finished, we'll have Chantel, and then after Chantel, we'll have Celeste. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, you can go ahead.
You wanted to ask a question? I thought you wanted to ask a question.
No, you can finish your story. Were you done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done still. I'm done.
I have a question for
Okay, go ahead.
Are you Australian or British?
British.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Hey,
Hey.
Chantel.
Hey,
how are you
Chantel.
guys doing?
Good. How
Hello.
are you?
I think there is I understand what Stefan is saying, but I think women believe that you guys will lose respect for us if we give it up too fast. So that's why we tend to hold off a lot of the
You see, that's
time.
where you make the mistake, though.
Right, I
That
thought the same thing. I thought that they lose lots of respect, and
yeah, we
they
No,
would
no,
give it
no,
think
up
we
no,
were
no, 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 no,
whores.
if we give it up
Right,
too fast, right? That's what we
no,
were
But
no, no,
told.
it does
right.
no.
it does depend on the guy. But Chantel, what about this scenario? Like you first date, you really like the guy because this happened, and life happens this way. Um, you really like the guy, but you hold off to preserve your reputation or whatnot, or you don't want him to see you that way.
Hmm.
And then something happens. Like now, when something happens, it's okay if you had sex because you're both vested, or you're vested and he's enticed. But here's what I mean by something happened. A grandmother dies.
Mm.
It just happened. It happened between the first date and what would have been like the second date. She died, and after his mourning period ended, he's not. I don't want to call this chick from 3 weeks ago. However, if y'all had made that bond, he'd be like, okay, let me call this chick from three weeks ago. See, I mean, like that happened. I'm
So
gonna
for
see
a
this true
guy,
for that
having
reason.
sex is making a bond.
It is making a bond, absolutely.
Yes,
Okay.
It's making the
yes.
relationship more serious.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's like, okay, like I'm not gonna call, and vice versa. If it was her grandmother, she I mean, you probably wouldn't call it like, oh, that's just some like that's the difference between some guy that I just seen some weeks ago, like when my grandma was alive, or that's the difference between that and a guy that you actually will call back, even when things don't really go as planned,
Okay.
in your life outside of that.
So you guys are saying that um, guys don't necessarily always lose respect for you when you give it up too fast. That's just something we were told.
Wait,
No, I'm
wait.
saying that our respect for you is not, and I'm speaking for myself, but I think a lot of guys would agree. Our respect for you is not contingent on
Mhm.
when we have sex with you. It's
Okay.
not.
Mm.
There's women I won't respect whether or not she has sex with me ever.
Mm.
I just don't respect them. And and if she had sex with me on the first date, take Janae, right? Janae Amore is a woman who I don't like, but I would definitely fuck her,
Yeah.
right? Vigorously. Like, no matter when she does or doesn't do it, it's not going to change how much I don't like her. It's
Mm.
not, And if she did it on the first date or the first time we meet, she could say that, oh, he don't like me because I did it the first time. No, I don't like you because I don't like you. You're feminist and all kind of shit. You're sexy, but you're all kind of stuff I don't like. You're the epitome of everything that's wrong with women. So I mean, and that's not going to change, So they confuse that with, oh, it's because of the date and time I let him hit it, but really, it's just because of the woman.
And this reminds me of the conversation we had the other day about the whole ghosting situation, where women will think, "Oh, he ghosted me because he already hit it," when that's not necessarily the case. It's because of the person you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm, okay.
Exactly.
Here's another secret also too. Let's say, for example, what's your name, Miss Chanel?
Chantel.
Chantel. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's Miss Chantel. All right, let's say me and you going out, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had sex on the first night. It's not a crime because we both had a highly sexual attraction towards each other. We wanted to explore it. But then look what happened. You went and slept with someone else after you slept with me, and everybody in the whole neighborhood knows and stuff like that. That's where the judgment goes out there. You're exploring your sexual options so much with other dudes while you know at a shorter time span, and we was dating. We was dating in the course of I thought that we was dating to be serious.
Yeah.
So that's why guys be so judgmental, because one side probably might be dating for serious, non-casually, he's dating to find the one. And despite that, y'all had sex the first night, you didn't make it well known that, you know what, I just wanted casual or something like that. So you went and slept with multiple dudes the day after.
Mm-hmm.
After you slept with that. So that's when he gets become real judgmental and stuff. That's why he's going like she's a hoe and all that stuff. It's how she acts. You act on every guy that you had sexual attraction towards, explore this so fast. Like it's nothing wrong with feeling sexual attraction towards someone, but when you acted towards, you know what I'm saying, when you act towards your sexual attraction, and you know there's gonna be a double standard with us
Mm-hmm.
men. You know what I'm saying? There's
So
always
what
gonna be
I'm
a double standard with us men and double standard with your woman.
yeah.
So you know.
Okay, I get it. So what I'm getting from from this conversation, it's not necessarily when we have sex. If a guy likes us, he likes us if we have sex with him the first date or not.
That's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Exactly.
it. However,
I'll jump in
however,
here.
be careful because there are pump and dump dudes. But most importantly, and this is advice out of love, that I would give to a little sister, cousin, or what have you. Be careful about small circles. What do I mean by that? If you say you're interested in a guy at work, that's a small circle, unless you work for like a huge company and stuff. But that's generally a small circle. Don't do it unless you're certain, because then things really go bad for you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like if you went to like a non HBCU like myself, and
Excuse me, GC, real quick. There's a lot of background noise.
oh no, that's Chantel.
I'll mute. I'll mute. I'm sorry.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
no worries.
everybody mute up while GC's talking. All
Okay.
right.
Like if you go to like a non HBCU, then the black circle is very small. So if you hook up with a guy, you kind of like that's he better be that guy. Cause no matter what, it's an awkward feeling when the homie hit it first. It is. I'm just be straight with you. Even guys like myself still don't want to take the chick down the aisle knowing the homie hit it first. And that actually happened. I went to school with people that actually happened. Like, so be careful of that.
Facts. Okay,
That
can I?
offers some
Oh,
clarification.
go ahead.
I'm gonna drop them because I think I'm the one that's causing the noise. So thank you guys. If
Well,
I'll
Chantel,
see.
just unmute when you want to talk. That's all.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
you guys not hearing it when I'm muted?
No, we don't hear when you're muted. We just hear
Okay.
it when yeah.
All right.
I'm glad you said that because that's exactly why I don't deal with coworkers. And I had quite a few guys at my last job. And I'm like, man, they seem like decent guys, but I mean, you see the other guys, they're talking about who they're sleeping with. That could easily, the next thing you know, everybody knows your business.
You're
Okay.
speaking
All it
facts
takes is
right there.
two.
That's facts.
All it takes is two. I mean,
Exactly.
I'll be careful at places like that because one is okay. One is like we fell for each other, but after that second dude, it might as well be eight. Like you might as well, it might as well be the whole crew.
Right.
Like I tell dudes, like, you know what? Don't smash no woman at your job. I mean, that's where you get paid at. Unless you're in the adult industry, that's a different scenario because you get paid to have sex anyway with a coworker. But other than that, you don't want to jeopardize that. Especially if you're a boss and you want to hit on your coworkers. Like, if we want to do it that way, but if we want to jeopardize your job, do it outside of work.
Right, because a lot of people will straight out call human resources on you. Gotta watch that
Exactly.
at work.
And I tell it to the fellas, if you're gonna hit on someone you work with, I'd rather you hit on your boss. They got the ability to hire and fire you. You hit on your attractive boss. Shoot. If I'm gonna risk my job, at least I'm gonna hit on my boss.
Listen, I wouldn't even recommend that.
I know, but that's my personal preference. Like, if I'm gonna risk my job, I'd rather be my boss, my attractive boss. Like, but that's just me personally. But but you get the gist though. It
Right.
doesn't come out the same way for females, though. It's not the same outcome with females, but for dudes, like, hey,
Yeah,
at
you
least
gotta
she's
be
attractive
really
and she
careful
got the
with
power to
that.
hire and fire me.
Right. So let's get Celeste in there because I haven't heard from Celeste. Hey girl,
Hey, Melody. Hey, everybody.
what's going on?
Um, so okay, here's the thing. Like y'all know, I kind of have an old school perspective when it comes to topics like this. Like, I don't believe in casual dating. Like, I think that dating should really only be for marriage. And if you want to just like have, casual sex with somebody, it might be a little bit easier to just, get a friends with benefits or, get an escort or something like that. But you don't have to go on dates and all that to get a woman to sleep with you. I think everybody pretty much knows that. And I think that when you try to date a woman in that way, you're leaving the impression on her that you want to be more serious with her and that you want to take it to the next level. Like me personally, like, and I know like guys are different. Like I know some guys, they married the girl that they slept with on the first date. But like the type of guy that I would want, like I wouldn't want a guy like that because my thing is, I don't want somebody who's just slinging the meat everywhere because then it's not special, right? So it's like, if you have sex with me on the first date, then in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, you're going to sleep with anybody that you are attracted to on the first date. And then your sex is not as special anymore. Like, I would rather somebody who values himself a little bit more. Like
What the hell?
they value their
You want
meat
a
more.
virgin? You want a
No,
virgin?
They're
no. Hold on. Every man is gonna sleep with a woman he's attracted to as soon as she possibly lets him. That's what
not
attracted means.
necessarily,
No,
because some guys have
necessarily.
more self-discipline than
Necessarily.
that.
No,
No, no.
necessarily. It's not a matter of discipline. It's a matter of discipline. I want to place my penis in attractive women. What kind of discipline? What do I gain from not sleeping with a woman I'm physically attracted to? Each and every single man thinks like me.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
yeah.
Yes,
No,
they do.
Celeste, I will say
Each and
that
every single each and every single one of them think that way. If you don't believe me, find a guy and that's attracted to you, offer him some pussy and see if he says no.
I will say that he's right because of the simple fact the key adjective that he said in there was attraction. That's the key.
Yeah. Attraction is the only male requirement. If you don't believe me, find a guy that's attracted to you, offer him some pussy and see if he says no. See if he says, "Oh, but we just met." See, I bet you he won't say no. I bet you he
I
will
don't
not
know,
say no.
because if that's the case, then that means that guys just sleep with every woman that they find attractive,
That's
and that's not
exactly what we
true.
do. That consent to it, that is exactly what we do. I'm glad that you've come to this realization. That is
I got that
exactly
visual.
that what we do.
I don't know. Maybe we're okay. I'm
I
from the
would
South,
say at
right?
least
And
like 90% of women we will sleep with and everything. We will have
No.
some type of
Wait.
boundaries. Just like
But the other
we
two
gave David
got
said, you ain't gonna
rashes
sleep with
and
no ugly
bumps.
fat bitch.
Wait.
But I'm saying, like, outside of any rashes or bumps or crap like that, yes, we do.
all men don't think like that, Game Changer. I
Yes,
know
we
you
do.
would. I know you probably think that all men think like that, but they don't. I've met plenty of guys who don't think that way. They're
Oh, really?
because
Did you offer him some pussy?
they
Did
value
you offer him some pussy?
themselves a little bit more, right?
Bullshit.
And they
Offer him
don't
some
think
pussy and
that
see
they
how
should
much he
just be
values himself.
slinging their meat everywhere.
Offer it to him. Offer him an opportunity to sling his meat your way. And you're not related to these guys, are you?
No, I'm talking about
Then
just guys that I've met, like
Oh,
people that I know that I've worked
offer
with.
him
Game changer.
offer his
Game
sling.
changer.
What's up?
I think she's talking about those religious brothers.
Oh yeah, if you're
Now
bound by religion, and of course,
that's too fast right there.
if
She's
a
talking
guy
about
is
spiritual.
bound by marriage and he has a code of honor, then of course, I'm not talking about that. Of course, I'm not talking about cheating on your
Yeah,
wife.
but
That's
I think
something
that's what
different.
I think that's what she's talking about, though. That's
Oh
what
no,
Talking
that's
about guys
different.
that's in church.
Oh, you talking about cheating with some? I mean, you talking about a married man?
No, I'm not
bound by
talking
those
No,
about.
she talking
No, I'm
to
not
guys.
talking
no
about a married
Christian
man.
guys that I shall not fornicate with so and so.
Yeah,
and
Christian
such.
men,
Christian men.
Muslim
Man,
men.
this is
All
thy
that.
wife.
watch this.
She
This
right
is why
about that.
there's a fallacy with her argument.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact that that's going to be the minority, extreme minority, what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You even have in the Bible where King David, a man after God's own heart, did some dirty shit. So I mean, it's just been going on since the dawn of time. So what she's actually talking about is a fractional portion of guys.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
I know
it's just
so.
a generational thing. I think it's
No,
also a regional
it's
thing
not.
because where I come from, I'm
no, it's
like
not.
in the most conservative state ever. Like I'm in Texas, and we just do things a little bit differently down here. Like I don't know where y'all are from.
You got Megan Thee
That's the
Stallion
little
down there.
percentage of guys you came across that are like that.
No.
On the overall general, nah, most of us men ain't like that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
And then it's also a generational thing also
That's
because
not a
y'all
generational
are
thing either,
probably
not.
more in
I'm
my
an 80s
age
baby.
group.
Celeste, it's not the only
generations.
thing that was different about the generations where they hit it better.
Exactly.
Now with social media, and women have the power legally to run roughshod like this, so they can just be bold about it like this. But when you read the Bible, it even states in there you had whores, not concubines, but whores, literal whores. Whores even came up to Jesus.
Well,
So
we're
it's
not talking about the whores. We're talking about men and their self-control
and
their
what I'm
self-discipline when
speaking
it comes
of
to
is in
sexting off
the
of
book
that.
that you're talking about being conservative. In the specific book you're talking about, it's been going on since the dawn of time. It hasn't changed.
I'm not denying that, but I'm also saying that men don't just hop up and jump every woman. They don't just jump up and slaw every woman that they find attractive. They
Yes,
just
we
don't.
do. Yes, we do.
I think you
Watch
should.
this. Wait. You're right because of the simple fact that every woman they find attractive isn't going to find them attractive.
No, that's what I'm saying.
the
Every time
reason
they
why.
consent. Consent is implied. But I'm saying the only thing that stops a man's penis from a woman's vagina is her consent. Period. Like all the time, an attractive woman's vagina is her consent. That's the only thing stopping mines from Rihanna's. Like that is her consent. That's the only barrier.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that
now
because it goes the other way too with
No, it
women.
doesn't.
Women.
I would say this. Don't that stop with also too? It's how the woman is. She could be an attractive woman, but she could be a damn she devil, and it's not even worth it all the time. Not every woman is worth being smashable and stuff. I ran into attractive ratchet chicks from the hood, and somebody actually had sex with her. Now I regret. Like, damn, it wasn't even worth having sex with because she's too overly aggressive.
That is
like
true.
A little bit submissive, ladylike. Wasn't
that
worth
is
it.
That is true, but that's an outlier. Like barring extreme crazy outliers, you're
You're
right.
Jip game changer though, right? Yeah. I mean, we do yes, we do want to smash a attractive woman.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah,
Two factors, just like you said. The first one is consent. The second one, some men got strong enough game that what, I'm gonna see into this woman on her mind, like is she worth being smashable or not? Let me think.
1 second. So we're gonna have to rotate in a few minutes because there's people trying to get up.
Hey, I'll step out.
Okay, yeah, step out and then I'll bring them up. Thank you.
I can step out too, so you can let somebody up too.
Okay, thanks for coming up.
No problem. Later.
Hey, you know what? I want to say something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So basically, what she was saying. So I actually kind of, I actually kind of come from that like Seventh-day Adventist Christian, and to be honest, yeah, there was plenty of folk in the church just fucking men, just fucking. To be honest, like what she's talking about is few and far between. Most even these are good guys. I'm not even talking about thugs. If you offer them, they're gonna take it.
That's true.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just because maybe because I just live in a different region from everybody and I came up a little bit differently. Like I just
I mean, I'm
experienced
not
something
from
different
Texas,
now.
but I live in Texas too, and I mean, it's just I think you're just looking at it from a woman's perspective because even how you said like how you want your guy to not want to sleep around with or have a lot of sexual partner, that's something a man would say about a woman. He doesn't want his woman to have, but you gotta know that men and women are equal and there's a double standard. And I mean, if all the guys are telling you that, yeah, men, if they're attracted to you, they're gonna want to sleep with you. I would probably listen and like ask around and open your eyes more and just observe in your friend group or college group or just listen to what they're saying.
I think
Yeah, I
also
mean, that's how
too.
I came to this conclusion from like having different conversations with people of different age groups also. Like I haven't just talked to people within my age group about this. I've talked to older people about this as well.
Right.
And it's just like, okay, if you have sex with every woman who lets you, right? Is it really special anymore? Like, is it really a spiritual experience? Is it really like euphoria every time? Like, it's not. Like, and I feel like that's
Oh,
why you shouldn't really have sex with everybody that you date because like I believe in
listen.
dating multiple people, right? Like I don't think you should waste your time just dating one person at a time. Now, imagine if people are having sex with every person that they date. Like your body count is going to be through the roof and sex isn't going to be special anymore.
A man's supposed to have a hard body.
Wait, hold on. So that's so you just you date guys, but you don't have sex with them, do you?
No, like when I was dating, I did not have sex with every guy that I dated. I didn't think anybody did that until I started watching social media. Like, like I think that's crazy.
Here's another factor
So
too.
wait,
All those guys that you was dating, they was trying to sleep with you. Some might not try as hard,
wait,
but in their mind, they wanted to sleep with you.
wait.
They
I need
were
to
trying to
understand
sleep with
this.
me.
That's why I
Exactly.
get
I need to
pleaded
understand
before I
this.
fuck.
What type of guys do you interact with, particularly?
When I was
Do
dating,
you
I
inter?
usually dated older guys.
Oh, okay, older guys. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and the reason why I dated older guys when I was younger is because I knew that the guys in my age group, I knew they wanted sex. Like I didn't even want to waste my time on that. But I thought that older guys would want something a little bit more serious, so that's why I mostly dated older guys when I was younger.
But you're saying
They
here that
Oh,
they
can
do
they
want the
can
sex,
want both
basically,
okay,
from
though.
both
okay.
sides.
They want
I understand.
They can want
Yeah,
both.
they
They can
they
want
all
both
do.
at the
They
same
all
time.
Yeah. So where was you getting the other information from, saying that I guess most guys don't want to just put their thing in any woman?
Well, it's
Because
not that like I came to the conclusion that all guys want sex, right? It's just that when I was younger and when I was dating the older guys, they wanted sex, but they also wanted long-term relationships. They also wanted marriage. You know, they were ready for marriage. And that's what I was looking for at that time. So that's why
Okay,
I
that's
dated
That's
older
understandable.
guys.
understandable. Yeah. I mean, with these guys in their 30s,
Yeah, like 30s, 40s.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, most guys in their 30s and 40s, they probably already knocked out their system in their younger years. So they're looking to settle down. But that doesn't mean they want to. They not, wasn't going to explore their sexual side with a woman they meet. They just wanted to have sex that lead to marriage and commitment. Unlike
yeah,
the younger
Hey,
cost
boys,
benefit
they
Celeste.
just
analysis.
want to have
Hey,
sex and have
Wait.
wait,
fun.
let me say
Let me
something
ask
real quick,
another
y'all.
question.
Hold
Oh,
on, let me
sorry.
say something real quick. Celeste,
Mhm.
question. Were you scared, like when you were dating these guys and you were making them wait for sex, were you a little nervous that they were going to go out and get it somewhere else?
I was just
Because
about to ask
men,
that. Yeah.
yeah, because
Um,
men need sex.
I wasn't, and I actually expected that, and I didn't mind it because I knew that if they got it from somewhere else, they wouldn't hound me about it.
So
Oh, so
you
you
didn't
don't
really
mind?
mind.
If we're just dating, no. Like, I don't mind them having sex with somebody else because we're just dating. They're just getting to know me.
I get what you're
Okay.
saying because you're not serious yet. So, what is the time frame where you think a man and a woman should be serious after dating? Like, how many dates you think it would take?
It really depends because, like, I've seen people like get married after dating for 6 months. Like, it really just depends on the chemistry and how much they know each other and how compatible they are. Like, I mean, I don't think you can really know a person within what's like 90 days, a 90-day rule or something. I don't think you can know a person that well within 3 months unless y'all are spending every single day together. And most people aren't spending every day together while they're courting. They're just seeing each other on the weekends or every other weekend or something like that. So you can't really get to know a person that well.
Right.
It really
Because,
just depends on how much time you're spending together.
yeah, because after 6 months, I would think the man would probably lose interest. Like, okay, we're not having sex. Yes, we are getting serious, but I do have needs as a man. That's what I would think he would say.
I would lose interest way before 6 months.
Right. If you're
Exactly,
not
because
interested.
it's one of the key factors about us. And even though it's not going on as much these days and everything, but think back in our grandparents' days before the '60s and everything, they got married within a year, 6 months, 3 months to a year. They got married because that guy knew who if he sees that this woman is top of the if his eyes like he's that woman, he'll put a ring on it within a year. He doesn't need a whole 2 years to get to know a person. No, he know within a year that you're the one.
Right. Now, Celeste, do you believe? Oh my God, what's that? What's that? Clicking. I'm sorry. It's a lot of noise. Celeste, do you believe in sex on a first date? Like, do you think it can be successful?
I've seen people get married who've had sex on the first date, but I think that's like a one in a million type thing. Most of the time, it's not successful. I don't believe in it because you don't really know that person. Like you could be having sex with anybody. You'd be having sex with a demon for all you know.
Yeah, but what if you guys have sex and it's so good and you guys fall in love? Because honestly, I do believe in love at first sight. I don't know if you guys believe in that, but I do. Like you just know that's the one for you. You guys have sex, and that can be great. That can be a great ending.
Yeah, sometimes you just buy it.
Can I get in here for a second?
Yeah, it's your turn. Hey, Sister
Hey,
George.
hey,
Hey, Sister
everybody.
George.
What's going on?
Um,
Hey,
Sister
how you
George, what's up?
doing?
I'm gonna come after you,
hey.
Sister George. What's up?
Okay.
Mm.
Now I've heard it of, people having sex on the first date and everything, but the problem is a lot of people don't believe in relationships after the first date. If you ask most guys, would they make a girlfriend his girlfriend um after the first date, most guys will tell you no, but most guys would have sex on the first date, which I do think is too soon. Um, Especially if you're dating. You guys go out, you have a great time. Everything, the chemistry could be great, but I also think there is things that make sex better. And sometimes to me, I feel like you can go and have sex with anybody. It doesn't mean it's going to be special. You can wait. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be special, but more oftentimes than not, people who have sex on the first date don't generally end up
But
together.
Sister George, let me ask you a question. What if you
Sure.
was talking to this guy? Like, this is what I mean by sex on the first date. What if I was talking to somebody for like a year and I never met him, but I met him, let's say I met him on YouTube or Facebook or something like that. And we
You
met
know
and the
what?
chemistry is just there and we just go all the way in.
That was literally my story. And so, but I felt comfortable enough. And and I guess it's just like a person actually making you feel comfortable enough and you guys talk consistently. Um, there has to be things that are done, in between time. Like if you're talking for a year and then you finally meet up, that's not like you go out to the club, you guys are both out at the club and you meet up and then y'all smash on the
Oh
first
no.
night.
Yeah, no.
Generally it's probably not going to be a successful outing, especially if the guy is used to getting a lot of vagina. And
Right.
then my last point, with guys who get a lot of vagina, if he's able to get it from any and everybody, of course it's not special to him, and he's not going to work for you or work to get yours like he would work to get something that he doesn't get. When something is as a, what is that noise?
Yeah, everybody, can you mute up, please?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, go ahead, Sister
Okay.
George.
Yeah, but I was saying, like, if a guy is able to get it from any and everybody he wants it from, and then he comes to you and you hold out, it does make him want yours more because he's usually able to get it from any and everybody. And that's all I had to say.
That was a great point. And yeah, that's what I meant, Sister George. Like, I'm not talking about going out and meeting somebody at a club. I was literally, because I'm not gonna lie, I had a story like that. I met somebody on a chat line. We was talking for like a year, and then it was just like sparks when we saw each other, and then we was together for years after that. Literally, like, we were together. So I do believe in that. It's okay to have sex when you first meet up, first date, as long as you guys probably had some type of relationship before then on the phone or social media. So yeah.
All right, Melanie, how you doing?
Hi, I'm well.
Can
How
you
are
hear
you?
me?
Yes.
Good, 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 good. I want to say peace to you and everyone on the panel. Greetings to everyone. Basically, I came up here just like I do mostly everyone that I support around these virtual spaces, especially when they're just starting channels. I basically come up here to just basically support you and say, look, I want you to have a successful channel. I'm definitely going to be here to support you. I definitely think you will do well in YouTube, and I definitely will be around to be in your chats and check out your content. That's basically what I come up here to do. Every time a new content creator comes around in these virtual spaces, especially when I've been talking to them and know them, I always come up there to wish them blessings and much success in the channel.
Well, I
So that's pretty
appreciate
much
it.
it.
Thanks for coming
So
up and
yeah, I
sharing.
don't want to. Yeah, I'm not here to. I don't want to get too far into the content. I'm gonna let you all delve into what y'all are doing. I was just here to basically say much success, and I'll be there to support you. All right,
Thank you so much. That's so
no
sweet.
doubt. All right, I'll let y'all later. Peace.
Okay, peace. Now, Game Changer, thanks for the cash app. Appreciate you. Okay, so were you done, Sister George?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now let's hear from. Let me see who was here first. I think Ray was here first. Hi,
Oh, do you
Ray.
need any more room on the panel?
No, no, no. I have another space.
Okay.
So let's hear from Ray. How are you? You there, Ray?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
You can hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly. You're just a little low. Maybe turn it up
Yeah.
a little bit.
Uh, yeah, I'm actually on my way to get some better headphones, so I'm gonna be on too till I get them. So it's gonna be like
Okay, now you're really, really low. Can you turn it up a little bit?
no, I'm gonna go ahead and pass though. I'm gonna switch out my headphones and shit. So yeah, you can go ahead and pass
Okay, cool. So come back up when you do that.
that. Okay.
Let me see who's next.
I
Was
want to
that?
say something George
Oh, go ahead.
said.
Sure.
Mr. George, people, I hear women, they tell me that, but that's just not my experience. For me, if they want it from me and I don't give it to them, they take off. Maybe they just don't think I'm special enough, but it, I don't, it, that maneuver doesn't work to me. Won't work for me. I
You
really am.
said, wait, are you talking about giving it up on the first date?
No, the opposite.
Oh,
You know,
well, this is
getting
the thing. If a guy, and this is probably where I'm from, whatever, whatever. But if a guy feels like you're playing games, yeah, sure. I do think a guy would run off from you. But if the interest is real and it's genuine from both sides, and it doesn't appear to you to you both that you're playing games, um, then I think the outcomes would be different. But in my experience, you do have some, and I'm not going to sit here in front. You do have some guys who might think you're playing games and might think that you have him taking you out, but you're giving it up to somebody else. And I think that's a big part of the problem. A lot of us don't trust each other. Even in a getting to know phase and trying to get to know each other phase, we don't trust each other. But then people make sex sound like it's just as simple as a vagina and a penis going in and out, and that's it. But there's so much more to sex, and so people don't really. I notice people don't really treat sex like it's worth anything now. And so, being that it's so transactional, a lot of guys won't wait. But if a guy finds you special enough and y'all find each other special enough, and it works, then it works. But I would suggest don't be talked into sex. Actually, want to do it whenever you do want to. If you want to do that, then do it. But if you don't want to, don't let nobody talk you into it if that's not what you want.
I agree, Sister George. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, so do I. That
Yeah.
was perfect.
Usually when I turn them down, they throw temper tantrums.
I didn't
But
hear you, love.
Yeah. Say it again.
I said when the ones I'm thinking of that I turned down, they weren't interested to begin with. So once I turned them down, they threw temper tantrums.
They had a guy like that once throw a temper tantrum when I said no.
Started
Hey,
being
LSG.
Hey,
out.
how you doing?
I mean, if you wasn't
Good. I'm
interested in
sorry.
a guy like that, there's nothing you can do about that. If he act like a bitch, then that's his problem.
Yeah, but it gets boring after a while. He starts doing that.
Mm.
But I
Yeah, I mean,
think that's a good way to weed through like the pool of guys that you're dating, because that's how you know if a guy really wants you or if he really just wants sex.
But this is why I tell guys, like, you got to be straight up with your intentions with women. You know what I'm saying? Stop wasting each other's time. If you want to just have casual sex with her, just let it be known. Stop being afraid and stuff. Stop listening, man. Stop listening to other guys telling you about, okay, you got to build friendship. You got to take her out, blah blah blah. Like we back in the '80s and '90s. Nah, like stop being afraid and tell them your attention. And don't worry about how she's gonna react towards you. She acts nice, turn you down nicely, or turn you down very nasty. You know what I mean? I prefer it if she did turn me down nasty and stuff. Because that does not me. I'm numb to it. You know what I'm saying? That might be a better way for men to be more stronger and wiser if they get turned down nasty. Because now that shows you how you're gonna handle it. You get so immune to
Yeah,
it, it's like, yo, it becomes numb, like, okay, no problem. Let me think.
yeah. You know,
They'll see you in a
yeah,
Okay,
different way
guys,
too.
let me just shout out Kenny Conjo. Thank you for the cash app. It says keep pushing content. Be back shortly. Thank you so much.
yo, um, Mel, Mel,
Yeah,
Mel.
yeah.
You see, 100% agree with you on that, yeah. But you see, the problem is that most guys they can't take rejection, so they're gonna start playing these virtual signal, these type of games with girls, and
Oh, of
and
course,
yeah, yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, that's the problem now, isn't it? Some certain
And
guys can't take rejections, and when they do get rejection, they butt hurt and they start doing stupid stuff. But
fact right there, definitely.
yeah,
You try to tell certain females how to handle when you come across some guys. I'm from New York. Y'all know about the situation what happened to that psychopath who bit the girl at the liquor bar and everything. But technically, we wasn't there to see how she actually turned him down to actually spike them up like that and everything.
are you
Like
serious?
us men, hmm?
No, Karen, Karen,
Yeah,
Karen.
like technically by nature, us men, we're savages at nature. By our
Yeah,
nature form, we are savages. The only thing that keeps us in
yeah,
control is other men and
yeah.
stuff. So we try
Okay,
to, let's say Sister George go to the store in the middle of the night. Technically, I wouldn't have Sister George go to the store in the middle of the night like that. I'm like, oh, she's my wife. I'll tell her, yo, I know you want to go to the store, but nah, you
Mm,
stay here. I'll go for you. That's what that should have happened. But for some females, they don't have that man and companionship at home or even male relatives that's close by. So it's best to either you stay home, wait till the next day when it's sunny out, if you want to go to the store that badly, or at least go with a group of friends and stuff like that. Because you don't know how men act out nature and stuff like that. You see how now anything could tick us off a little percentage, and you see what happens. You gotta be very careful when you're out there, especially how you turn a man down. Sometimes that's what
yeah,
I advise. Sometimes it might be best just give him your number. You're not gonna see him
yeah,
again, or give him a fake number. You're
yeah.
not gonna see
But
him
even
again.
no wait, but even a fake number, that's a problem because some certain guys will just try to call up the number and they'll be like, "You gave me a wrong number. What's that about?" So yeah. But carry on.
I
It's
got a quick.
exactly
Oh
it.
my bad.
Also, they try to call out straight up right in front of you.
all right,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me tell you
That
the
happened
story
once
real quick
before.
when you finish. Well, I'm
But
gonna
you,
tell you now. So
oh, so,
basically, a cop put me over for a ticket, right?
Oh Lord.
And then when he came up to the car, he saw me and he was like, "Well, look, I won't give you this ticket if you give me your number." So I was like, "Oh, Okay, cool. I gave him the wrong number. He told me not to go anywhere. So he called the number and it was fake and I got the ticket. I was so mad. I was like, oh my God, like guys really call to see if that's your number.
Yeah,
That's
even
true.
cases like that, just give me a number and then block it. When you
Exactly.
go off in separate ways,
Yeah.
then you block the number. You can call it. When you know it's him, block it. Boom.
I got a
That's all it
question.
takes.
Yeah.
Sister George made a point talking about sex being transactional now. Since when has it not been transactional?
Okay, maybe I meant another word for transactional, but I'm saying like it's quicker to get sex now than it's ever been. You meet somebody on the internet, Tinder, you swipe right, y'all both swipe right, y'all meet up, y'all have sex. I've actually met chicks who was like, let's just get to the point. I don't even want to go on a date. We can Netflix and chill so I don't have to waste time. You know, you waste time with the guy, you spend all this time with the guy and then find out the D is trash. So that's what I'm meaning. Like it's nothing to get sex. So I'm just saying like it's just quicker to get it. Like and and not maybe transactional was a bad word to use, but I'm just saying that it's just very quick to get nowadays.
Um,
Actually, I think I understand what you meant to also too transactions because the other side of that coin is you got females that monetizing their vagina to a lot of simps.
it's always been monetized.
Exactly, but now you see
It's
how it's sort of jumped up, like as Vegeta was saying, Dragon Ball Z over 9,000 because of all the simps
That's
out there.
because you got sorry ass dudes willing
Exactly,
to do anything. But
exactly. The
my
simps
point
out
was
there.
the simple fact that I mean it's always been transactional. Um, the truth is women have always and will always trade with the box. It's been going on since the dawn of the time. It doesn't have to be a straight cash for ass transaction to be considered prostitution. Um, no, I'm serious. If she is receiving
Oh
anything out of
god.
it, I mean,
No,
whoever is
she can
doing
do
it
it
is
in the hopes of you
prostitution.
get.
But
Like
but
you
but
think
wait
you're
a
gonna get
minute,
some.
It's
Eisen,
tra-
you make it sound like okay.
I mean,
So
it is
then
what it
y'all
is.
I get it. I understand to a certain degree where you're coming from. But if you guys are genuinely interested in getting to know each other and you have a great time with her, um does that mean that you didn't get anything out of the date or out of the deal? Like you go on a date, let's say she's pretty and she's soft and she's fun and she's a great conversationalist and she's not staring at her phone the whole time.
A
She's
great
polite.
conversationalist.
You've not okay, so if you've never experienced that, then I don't know what to tell you. But there are people that have
Wait,
experienced
wait,
great
hold on. No,
women.
wait, hold on. Watch this. When you're talking with the woman, you have to start the damn conversation. You have to carry through the middle of it. Then you have to end it too.
What?
Uh,
I mean, that's what happens. Yeah, yeah. What?
Okay, that's hilarious.
I'll say this, and I'll speak from my experience. Um, Me and my fiance, we have great conversations. We're really into. We're not into everything the same, but we do have common interests and common hobbies. He doesn't have to start the conversation. It was not really a point where we had a lot of awkward conversations. We both have a lot to talk about. Um, yeah, I don't know what to tell you in that aspect because I don't feel like we're the only ones. I feel
No,
like
no,
there
I
are a
know what
lot of
you. I know what you
people.
meant, Miss Sister George. I
I
know
would
what you meant.
say this. For the most part, women usually are very boring. I wouldn't. Of course, there's always going to be an exception to the rule, but for the most part, women usually don't have that much interesting to say.
Well, that depends on the woman you're talking to.
Yeah,
I
it
said
only.
there is an exception to the rule, but an exception is like hell. It's like a few grains of salt. That's not very much.
Women
No,
are very
I
interesting
think
to
I
me.
definitely
I don't
believe
know
in
what
the
type of
exception
women
of the
you've been
rule,
talking to.
but a
I
significant
mean,
percentage of
the
women.
stuff that y'all are gonna talk about ain't really that interesting. I don't care about what Sally Sue done. You know, that church lady talking for somebody else.
Well,
Well,
guys,
You
Right.
know,
it
all that
depends.
gossip shit,
Well, it
soap
depends
opera
on your
stuff. You know,
intentions,
that
though.
is
That's
not
what.
a real man conversation.
But
Well,
it
guys
also
and girls
depends on
don't
your
have a lot in
intention from
common.
the day of the night. Like if you
Exactly.
if you just want sex from the begin with, you should have been straight direct with the women. So you won't have to waste no time and everything. But if you want something more than just sex, sexually and non-sexually and everything, of course you might have. She's stimulating your mind also too. You're gonna enjoy her company at the time. You're investing her time in her company the same way you are. She is with you. That do
I
happen.
think I would say, Mel. I think that you see now that women are not investing their time or anything into you. What they say is, they are the table. That right there shows that they're not willing to invest shit. You gonna do everything, they gonna get it for free.
Eisen, real quick, let me read these
Oh,
cash
my
apps.
bad. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. So, Eisen, thank you for the cash app. You said for the fuckery. Appreciate it. And we have Larry, I don't want to say the last name, but he said turned down a few and they wanted it more after L. Nixon. Oh, I guess that's L. Nixon. Thank you. Okay.
This is the whole thing that
So wait, let me get this straight, yeah. So I wanna ask the ladies on the panel, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you prefer great conversation than sex, or sex than conversation?
I
You would.
Both.
conversation and no sex.
Conversation first.
Steven, look, I'm gonna simplify it for you. Look, there's not a woman on the face of the earth that doesn't want everything. I mean, that's just how they think. That's how they are. That's how they feel.
Hmm.
Hi, Naima. Come up and give your opinion.
Wait. So you girls want both? What, conversation and sex, or sex conversation? What's
I
going on?
prefer.
I'm
Our
Conversation, then sex.
conversation then sex down the line.
Right.
I want just a conversation. I don't want the sex.
You don't want the
yeah. I
sex.
think
You gonna have
if you
sex
only
down
had
the
a
line, aren't
choice,
you?
if you only
Well,
had a
damn.
choice
Wait,
of one, I would choose convo.
Well, yeah, of course,
Yeah,
convo
of
first,
course.
but you're gonna want the sex later after you guys
No,
Yeah.
get to know each
no, I
other.
Down the
won't.
line, I will have sex down the line.
No.
so wait, how
Well,
long
the
are you
guys that.
keeping the sex away after the conversation?
Well, I mean, it's more like, are you willing to, do let's be friends first and see if, I can genuinely like you.
What's the
Um,
time limit? What's the time limit to, for the sex?
when whenever if you hugging me and trying to kiss on me, I don't immediately kind of wince away from you. Just however long that
That's
period.
a good sign.
You
And
know
Mm.
what
see,
I mean?
I think here's where the
That could be in
disconnect
5
comes
minutes. That
in.
could be in 5 minutes.
Because
Well, it
here's the
wouldn't be
thing, like
5 minutes.
guys, they want a timeline and like a time limit. They want numbers, right? But with women, when it comes to things like that, we go by emotion. So we
Right.
can say,
Oh,
just like how they have the
oh,
90-day rule or the 6-month rule, we can
okay.
say 90
Oh,
days or 6 months, but it depends on our feelings at the time.
okay.
Exactly.
exactly
And you can
it
and
depends on
you
the
know
guy,
what?
like you said.
But let me say something. You know what? Do you agree that those feelings can come on the first day? Like you never just been sitting there talking to somebody that you had long conversations with on the phone. You just met them and the fire is just there. You never had that?
Yeah,
You
I've
see,
had those
Melody.
type of feelings on the first date. I have.
Right. But
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
So you
You
girls
know?
go off the chemistry.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
have a question. I have a question for I guess for everybody.
Uh-huh.
What about the guys talking themselves out of it? Like you might have chemistry, but then you talk to him the next day and he's a complete idiot. Has that ever happened to the I guess it was for the ladies. Has that ever
Yes.
happened to
Yes.
you guys?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
yeah, but they usually
That's the whole
they're
And
pretty.
then
question.
let me ask you, so when that happened, you was probably glad that you didn't give it up to him, right?
Oh
Yes. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
I mean, I was
But
about
you
doing it
don't just
anyway.
give it up to anybody. You gotta know that person mentally and emotionally. You gotta just know that person. Kind of like how you say your situation was.
Honey, he went through rigorous testing, rigorous. But I probably went through hell till I didn't realize it though. But it was nice. We're good. We're great. But
Right.
yeah, it was fun. We had a
Like
good
in the
time.
first 5 minutes, y'all women already know how highly sexual attractive you are towards that guy.
Yeah,
It's up
but
to the
you can.
guy to not mess it up.
Yeah, exactly. But within the first 5 minutes, okay. And this is what I'm gonna say. If a woman has a great personality, and let's say she comes across a guy that's very charismatic, you can really like there could be sexual chemistry with a lot of people if you hang around different circles and you hang around funny people. A lot of them may have great sexual energy about them, but you shouldn't sleep with them because you don't know them. And um it doesn't all it doesn't work out more often than it does work out. And I think guys are gonna say, yeah, give it up very soon because y'all are guys and that's what y'all want. But girls, protect your box.
Yeah, that's the whole point when you meet the guy.
No,
If those
no, no,
sexual,
Sister
if those
George,
high
Sister
sexual
George, Sister
energies
George.
within you towards that
Yeah,
guy, that's the point of you when you go talk to him in that first 5
yeah,
minutes. If it's gonna match the
yeah,
same way, if he's
yeah.
gonna be trustworthy for me to give up the box, and he's gonna blabber his mouth to the whole world
Exactly.
that I gave
I
up the
mean,
box this early. That's what
yeah,
really most women are concerned with. Are we gonna open our big ass mouths
mm,
once we get it that fast?
mm,
But y'all know what's crazy? I have a question. And this is just boggles my mind. Like I know in this space, like for the most part, everybody is pretty much against feminism, right? But
Yes.
it's feminism that teaches young women to give it up on the first date if they're feeling a guy's energy. Like it's traditionalism, like what I believe in, that says, hold out. Like so it's like I don't get why people like have such pushback on like feminist principles when it's actually helping men get the box because they teach women sexual liberation, and they walk around wearing box hats, and they walk around topless in their parades. Like they're spreading slut culture, and in the end that's kind of what these guys want, right?
Yeah, there's more to it
yeah,
than that
young
though.
boys.
Yeah, maybe
But I mean
first
just
grade,
that
grade we
aspect
didn't
of
have a
it.
problem with that
Yeah, but
because
since
that
there's
was
more to it than that, it's more
yeah.
than just that aspect.
Because feminism is technically fighting against the nature between man and woman. Y'all want us to be leaders in this world, but y'all want to try to be equal to us. That's not gonna happen. That takes away from our nature, what we are.
That's where you're wrong. They don't want to be equal.
That's
They
that's
want
another. Yeah.
they no, they don't want to be equal.
We
They
damn
actually want to
sure
be better
don't.
than you.
That is
Yeah.
They
absolutely
already
right.
thinking
They want
spatially. They
Absolutely
want
right.
more
I
privileges.
wholeheartedly agree.
like I
Yep.
said, they
Yep.
they
That is
can't be equal
so
to us.
right. I'm with that. Yep. I agree.
Mhm.
Sister.
I do. I do want to be treated better than a man. Child, men go through it. No, I don't want to be treated like them at all.
I
Exactly.
mean,
Nope.
that's
Right.
true.
But
That's
some
true. I
females
don't want to be
don't
treated like a
realize that.
man
That's why they're so
either.
hardcore
But
fighting Nazis with
see,
Hitler.
that's why I say, by definition, all women are feminists because of the simple fact if it comes down to it, ain't no woman giving up all of them privileges. So that's why I say, hey, look, you got on the bandwagon, you wanted all this. Hey, you the strong, independent woman. Do your thing, girl. Show me.
Oh no.
Hey, that's all
I
I'm
don't
saying. Hey,
co-sign that part.
I know you're not gonna co-sign it, but I'm just saying. Hey, look, hey, y'all sisters got y'all in this predicament, so it is what it is. Hey, do the thing, girl. Go ahead. You can do it better. Show me.
Well,
Okay,
I
so
admire a strong, independent man.
real
I
quick.
let you
Did
know
y'all check
before
the
you
video
fuck
what
them.
Kevin Samuels did with that feminist young chick the other night? You talking about last night?
Oh yeah, the one with the curly hair. I saw that.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard
Oh
about
my
that one last
goodness.
night.
Oh man,
Yeah, she was a mess.
she's like 32 years old. I'm like, yo, she's speaking like she around our age, 40 and up. Like, come
No, she
on.
was 36.
Yeah, even worse though. Still, I'm like, yo, she kept using society cited. I'm like, yo, that's a cop out answer all the time. Society is not.
Yeah, she really made herself look bad. But
Melody,
yeah,
I gotta go, but thank you so much for having me up. Really good conversation. Great topic. I love it.
thank you. Thanks for coming, Sister George.
Bye, Sister
All right.
George.
Take
Have
care,
a
Bye,
good
you
Sister
guys.
George.
night.
Everybody have a
Bye
good
bye.
night.
You
You too,
All
too.
right.
sweetheart.
All right, Sister George.
Yeah.
So we have
Take care, Sister George.
LSP. Hi, LSP.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, so what is your take on this topic?
Well, he's talking about now these little young girls now these days. I think they should wait to show them to make these guys like them.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Can you repeat
They
that?
always like the older generation. They always tell these girls like, "Oh, you should get the bag, get the bag, get the bag." I think you should make these guys make them like them by holding out for like at least a month or so.
So you think you should wait? You should hold out. Don't give him any for
At
at
least
least a
wait till a
month.
month. At least make them like them.
So what if you've been talking to him for a while, right?
Hmm.
And you guys meet up and you have the chemistry. You don't believe in having sex with him.
I'll wait till a month to make sure he has more respect for me.
Okay, it's a good take on that.
Kind of like to disagree with her on that. With the part she said, make them like you. Can't make nobody like you. It's the
Well,
Or
Yeah, you
respect, at
can.
least
It's called
respect.
game.
It's
You
called
can make people
respect.
no.
like you.
Now,
well,
can I
I
have
mean,
like me,
playing the
respect
hard
me?
to get, and give them time to spend time with you. Where it's like, well, I was just gonna sleep with her, but now I kind of like her.
That's not making someone like me. You can't make me
All right.
like someone I don't like.
Let me put
It's
my
the
input on that. So if you're
Right.
saying you're gonna make the guy wait for a month before he gets to sex, so what if we get to the sex after the month now, and the sex is not up to par?
exactly.
Then what happens then?
If he knows accept it, I'll take the L.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, but I'm saying, what if you guys already have a connection?
Well, we'll continue.
Okay.
Well, I think it's based on security more so. How secure do you think the situation is?
Right, because a year is a long time to be talking to somebody, writing letters, sending pictures. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
made plans.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think.
hold on. Did you say writing letters? Who in
And
the hell
Right
doing
yes,
letters.
that?
I
Yeah,
think he
You
meant
writing
see,
text
you
letters.
see, you
messages.
see.
Who in the
I
hell
write
writing a
Text
letters.
damn
messages.
letter?
No,
Ain't no more telegrams.
I
Yeah,
write
text
letters. I
text
still
messages.
listen. I would still write a letter because it showed, like, I don't know. It's something about it. It's something about writing a letter. You know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I like letters. So.
I didn't know folk even cared about some letters. Come on now.
That's
I
what
think
I
they
heard.
Yeah, hell no,
well,
I
maybe
don't.
I haven't
you want
done
them
it in a long
erotic
time,
letters?
so I'm probably talking about before. When I was in high school, I wrote
Oh, okay, that's a
letters.
different story.
So I'm thinking
Oh.
about that. I haven't wrote a letter in years. So, but yeah, people that like to write letters,
What
write
you
long
said?
text
Hold
messages.
on, Melody. You said you still in high school.
No, when she was in high
See,
school.
I look. I just wanted to bring up a point, man.
When I was in high school, I used to write letters.
See, no, I just wanted to bring up a point. She been
Right.
out of high school a while
Oh
and still
yeah.
on high school stuff. Want y'all to write a letter. I'm just saying this is how they feel, dog. This is
Well,
how they
listen,
feel.
Oh,
y'all
I
funny.
Oh, this is
Anyway,
funny.
yeah, y'all got a connection. So what's wrong with when y'all get up, y'all finally just grab each other and just go make crazy love? Like, what's wrong with that?
well, if you feel like it's secure, then okay. But I mean, I wouldn't suggest any woman doing it. Just hoping. Well, hopefully, this will secure the relationship. Because if it doesn't, now you're mad.
Right.
Yeah, don't put too much expectations. So much. That's
Well,
been a
I mean,
problem.
sex isn't just willy nilly. It's well, to me it's a big deal. So it's like if I'm doing that, I need to know that this is gonna work out. And if it's not, I'm gonna be really upset.
Right.
Well, for the man
That's life.
too.
That's life.
Shit,
That's
hell,
give and
he gonna be
take.
upset too. Damn, if it don't work out.
I,
What if your
I
coochie blown out?
I'm gonna be more upset.
Exactly. Hold on one second. I'm sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Hmm.
Yes.
Hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I'm about to close down because I know GC has movie night coming up soon.
Okay.
So, do you guys have any final thoughts?
Yeah, I got a thought.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, the thing about it is, it's real complicated right now as far as when to have sex, when not to, and all that different stuff. Wait, is he gonna like it? Because what happened was, as we kind of grew older, we just started to not trust each other because we have all these agendas. So we kind of have to get back to just being real about what we want and not hiding stuff.
Exactly. Okay. Let's have A's and I's next.
I will say this off the point that you just said about getting back to being real. It's not in the it's foolish to expect being real to be the nature of women. Um, Manipulation and mind games are a part of a woman's basic nature, like aggression is to obtain power for men. It's something that you can't realistically expect because women don't have the physical capabilities to take power. So that is their defense mechanism to be able to take it biologically. Um, so that's my message to any dude thinking that you're just automatically going to get some sort of realness from a woman. I mean, you pretty much just have to you just pretty much have to expect nothing until you see otherwise. That's all I got. Peace.
It depends on the
Thank you,
community.
Ivan.
You're welcome.
Okay, next I want to have. Oh, first let me read this super chat. I mean, not super chat, Cash App. Can y'all unmute yourselves? Sorry. It's from Sister George. She says, for a good show. Thank you, Sister George. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's have LSP next. What's your final thoughts?
Hear me?
Yes.
I said, keep it honest and let's take it from here.
Okay. Thank you, girl. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
Okay. Let's have Celeste next.
Hey, so yeah, I just want to say with the whole how long should you wait thing, I think that, guys should just be upfront about what they want. If they mainly want sex, just, be honest about that. And women shouldn't just go along to play along. If you want a real meaningful relationship, don't pretend you just want to be friends with benefits or anything like that. I mean, be real about what you want out of the relationship. And if the guy isn't matching up with what you want, there are millions, billions of other guys on earth. So don't waste your time and don't lie and manipulate. That's all.
Thank you, Celeste.
You're
So,
welcome, girl. Thanks
have
for
you,
having me.
Celeste, have you been sexually attracted to a guy that you didn't have sex with?
Of course.
So is it that being dishonest about what you want?
No, because there are plenty of people that you can be sexually attracted to and still make the decision to not have sex with them because that's what's in your best interest.
Yeah, but that's this. I mean, it's in your best interest. But I mean, if you were honest with yourself and your desires, then you would take the penis.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't let my desires control me.
Mhm.
I control my desire.
Okay. You tell the guy, I want to, but discipline.
No, I don't even let them know because
You talk about honesty, but you're being closed and you're not being straightforward.
Nonsense. Well, guys don't really like it when you're straightforward with them sometimes.
Yeah,
No, we
like why
don't.
would I tell a guy
But
why would I tell a guy that I have no intention on sleeping with? You know what? I'm sexually attracted to you, but because of my morals, I'm not gonna sleep with you. Why would I
yeah,
even put that thought in his head?
well, why would
Because the
we be
fact
honest with you?
is, you're
But you
not
you
wasting
want
nobody's
honesty from us.
time at all. You're not wasting his time,
Who's
and you're
who's
not
that?
wasting yours.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see what you're
That's the
exactly.
whole
saying.
fact of like with the Mo One philosophy. One thing I know, Alonzo Curry says that he actually challenged females to do Mo One, and most of the time females will not tell a guy, "I don't want to sleep with you, but I want you to take me on dates. I want you to boost my ego up and everything. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want no relationship with you, but I want you to do this and that for me." And that get a lot of guys upset like crazy. Wonder why when he do something for you and you know his intentions that he want to get with you and he don't get his return. You see how he acts. That's why we tell guys to be straight with your intentions also. Be straight with your intentions because no time, money will be wasted.
Right. And I used to bartend at a strip club, and those women was very mode one. So
Exactly.
I know what you mean.
Ain't gonna drop the bag on just anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But
Exactly.
you can still plan on being with someone and still not say how you're feeling up front because you know that's gonna make them go away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Like, I
You
mean,
got
if
to make sure you show it value. Then if you do it
well,
like that,
I mean, it's like if I told, you know, 90% of the guys I dated that I wasn't attracted to them and wasn't into them, but they seem like a safe choice, but I'll date them and see it out. That
But
they'll
see
be
how it
gone.
backfired? See how you wasted their time? You never was attracted to them.
It's
You wasn't
basically leading
honest.
them on.
But you want men to be honest with you. Instead,
Well,
Guys, let me read this cash app real quick.
yeah.
Thank you, Celeste, so much. She said, let me go back to it. She said, love your show, Beauty Queen. Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
Like it's one of the things that always bothered me when I was younger, seeing guys do to women and everything. I mean, they always get caught cheating and everything. Then me back in my mind was all like, why don't you just stay single and just date and be straight up? Instead you just cheating behind their backs and everything. Instead you lying to them. So we have to go through all this drama that you with the woman that you got caught with and all that mess. Like you should just been straight up with your intentions. Stop being a verbal coward. If you want to have sex with multiple women, just be straight up. Not only that, like the one big main factor too. It avoids situations with sexual assault in the R word. I don't want to say what it is, but you know what I'm getting at and everything because you was straight up with your intentions of what you wanted and stuff. You see what happened to Harvey Weinstein and all the other mess with the Me Too situation because those guys wasn't straight up with their intentions. They manipulated.
That's why I say straight up, never feed them before you fuck them.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks for that. Next, we're gonna have South African. I can't see what that says. South African. What are your
South African COVID 2021 strain.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead. What's your final thoughts?
Well, I mean, I think it's you. I think that everyone should be honest and
Right.
upfront. I feel like, particularly like if a guy, if you're, you know, if your only intent of taking a girl out on a date to sleep with her, then you should just, you know, go on POF and, you know, get the girls that have the willy in their mouth as their profile picture and just, you know, cut all the, you know, let's pretend like it's a real serious date and not like, I mean, why waste your time, you know?
Right. Okay, thank you for that. Who didn't go? Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what are your final thoughts, Mel?
Well, as I've been saying, this it's not as complicated as a lot of people make it think it is. Just realize what your intentions are when you meet the significant other. That go for both men and women, and just be straight up with your intention. That's the whole point. It's not as hard as you think it is. I know it's hard that y'all don't want to take turn downs. That go for both sides, but it's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? A 5 minutes of or 1 minute of a person turning you down is not a whole lifetime. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
want to meet the right one and stuff.
But your chances are very, very slim when you do mode one. Don't you think you'll have a better chance just taking her on dates?
If your attention is you want the day help for seriousness, then you can be. That's what mode one can be also too. It doesn't have to necessarily be about sex, but it's about your attention being straight direct. If I'm looking for a wife to settle down with, tell her straight up, and vice versa. Mode one's just not about sex. It's about being direct with what you want, without wasting any time, without being vague and asparagus and everything. Stop pretending that but you want one thing, you actually want the other thing. Both parties' time won't be wasted, and it won't be as complicated. That's all I
Okay.
gotta say.
Thank you very much for coming.
Definitely. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night, everyone.
You too. Have a good night. Did we get Steven?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. Hi, Steven. What's your final thoughts?
Yeah, I just got to say this to the ladies. Yeah, I say this. I think you lot should embrace your urges better. You know, if you feel you want to have sex with a guy, don't shy away and just embrace it. you're creatures. You're creatures. You're human beings. Like if you feel like you're attracted to a guy, the first time you see him and you have sex with him, you might as well just, don't shy away from that. Like instead of restraining from
Can't hear you. Say it
just
with your chest.
yeah, exactly. And you don't want to be alone in your house under your covers just playing with yourself, and your clit is soaking wet because you refused, you know, does
Okay, you too much.
You are hilarious.
you've got to embrace
Oh my gosh.
your urges because you are creatures, and as us men, we are beasts, and we want to devour you pretty much. But yeah, why do you want to just sustain? Explain to me that. I'll ask you this, Melody. Why do you want to sustain from sex when the guy you see him, you just want to have sex with him literally right there, the instant you see him? There's no
Well,
problem in that. I'm not judging you.
there's
Men
not
ain't
a
judging
problem
you.
with that. But the only way I
Who?
can do that is if I had some kind of relationship over the phone or on social media. That's the only way I can do that.
Oh, so you like the foreplay through the phone?
I would like to have conversation over the phone and get to know a guy before I, have sex with him.
Okay, I can actually agree with that. I can
Right.
actually agree with that.
That's the
But
only
I'm
way I
just
would do it.
okay, okay, okay. I can actually agree with that. But I'm just saying, like, just be more assertive. You know, when you encounter the type of guy you like, he ticks
Well,
all the boxes in terms of
See, you are some
looks.
Conan the Barbarian type stuff.
But
well,
yeah, I'm done. Lovely melody,
thank
it's sweet. Love this.
Aw,
Game changer. Come on, appreciate.
thank you so much for coming. So who didn't we have so far? Ray, did you go?
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
What's going
What's
on?
going on? Oh shoot, nothing. I basically want to say this. Yeah, never feed them before you fuck them. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, like
Yes,
in the
like in
moment.
the moment. Like straight up, yeah. Like you know what I mean. And
You guys
I'm
mute up.
right. Huh?
I want
I
everybody to
want
mute up.
everybody to
It's
meet
an
up.
echo. Okay, go ahead,
Okay,
Ray.
go ahead, Ray. Yeah. Never feed him before you fuck him. Yeah, because I'm right with Mel on that one. And it's best to be just straight up. You know what I mean? Because why play all that dancing around it and all that stuff? You know what I mean? Which has been the typical of people here in the West. You know what I mean? Like, well, not just probably in the West, probably all around. But I don't know. Uh, I don't know if guys overseas or whatever use Mo one or whatever with their women. I don't know, but I know this with our Western women here. Yeah, Mo one is a must. Just be straight up. You know what I mean? Like what the hell? Because I don't want you to fool me later on. Fuck all that shit. No, and plus, yeah, I'm not. No, I'm not taking you on no damn 3 dates. What the fuck wrong with you? No, 3, 4, 5. No, you gotta let me know now.
Okay, thanks for
Thanks
that.
for that.
Is that me
Is
with
that me with?
echo?
Yes. Unless you got
No.
another device.
Oh, now I don't hear it. Okay, that was probably somebody else. Okay, so I think everybody went game changer. What is your final thought on this?
Another great show, Mel. I'm happy I was able to be here, and yeah, really enjoyed it. So movie night starts in 10 minutes, or no, what? Not 10 minutes, 20 minutes. In 20 minutes, I put the link out there, and yeah, hope to see y'all there.
Hey, what you gonna be showing? I forgot.
Revenge of the Green Dragon. Revenge of the Green Dragon. So it's a that's you, bro. It's an Asian gang movie. Basically, they came over as immigrants and they started this gang. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The triads?
Maybe it's like a spoof of the triads, but no,
The Joy Luck Club.
no, it's not Joy Luck Club. That's
Oh.
that's not a gang. But I mean, it do deal with the women aspect of it too. But I mean, basically, I want to show this because it shows how their community is structured, and maybe we can learn a thing or two. That's what I'm getting at. So it's a good movie. I know that not many people have seen it, but trust me, it'll be worth a watch.
Hmm.
It's Chinese New Jack City.
I can't wait to see it. So everybody, make sure y'all come to movie night. Movie nights be lit. Is I don't want to say it, but movie
We
nights
got
be very lit. So come through, show some love and support to GC.
I'm definitely gonna be there because I'm gonna be doing 2 or 3 things at once though, but I'm gonna be there.
Did you drop the Zoom link, GC?
Oh yeah, let me drop it again.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
gonna
a
be in
Zoom
the
link.
description. Yeah, it's gonna be yeah, Zoom. So I'm gonna put it in the description. Why can I say description? Description box. So make sure
Okay.
you guys
That's
can show up.
All right, peace, y'all.
Peace.
All right, peace.
There was that one movie